I'm not a Mr. Beast fan. Not my cup of tea, I believe is what the young people say. But what he does works very, very well. So clearly, my opinion is in the minority. I say this to make it clear that this review is not done by a fanboy and will be an impartial review of the quality of FEASTABLES chocolate. 7 flavors of FEASTABLES chocolate, to be precise. Let's start with milk chocolate. I like the packaging. Really glad that only a Mr. Beast logo is on the packaging instead of some cheesy photo of Mr. Beast giving a thumbs up. Each bar is 60 grams, so a standard size chocolate bar. Only 5 ingredients, which is great. I make my own ice cream. In fact, I did some videos using my recipes. Link in the description. When I make ice cream, I only use 4 or 5 ingredients. Most ice creams have chemicals and other unnecessary ingredients. Seeing that only 5 ingredients were used to make this chocolate is a good sign that it isn't filled with poisons. The ingredients: cane sugar, organic cocoa butter, organic chocolate liquor, organic milk, and organic vanilla powder. It's a product of Peru. So very, very clean ingredients, which is great to see. Of course, none of that matters if this doesn't taste good, so let's give it a try. No. It's a bar. Share and devour. Is that like break off this little piece? That's the sharing part and the rest is all yours? We'll try the part that says share. Okay, first thoughts. It is pretty creamy, so it's good. Melts in your mouth. It has a bit of a bitterness to it, almost like a dark chocolate. This is not a dark chocolate, but the cacao percentage it doesn't say what cacao percentage it is. I'm presuming it's on the higher end because of that bitterness, that slight bitterness. It's definitely a North American chocolate. European chocolate, like a Swiss chocolate, different taste profile. This is definitely in that North American chocolate field. This does not compete with European Swiss chocolate or English chocolate either. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being great, 1 being trash, I'm going to give it a 7. It's a good first start, but there's lots of other flavors to try. So let's jump to the next one. Let's go with this, original chocolate. And I have no idea what original chocolate is. I've had milk chocolate before, but original chocolate. And this one only has 4 ingredients compared to the milk chocolate, which is 5 ingredients. I'm assuming that the only additional ingredient was the milk in the previous one. Cane sugar, organic chocolate liquor, organic cocoa butter, and sunflower lecithin. Okay, so that's different. Same thing, bar is the exact same shape, says share, devour. It's darker than the milk chocolate. You can see that on camera. So if the milk chocolate was a bit bitter, like a dark chocolate, I wonder if this is going to be even more bitter and more dark. Okay, so the original chocolate, a lot of my feedback or comments on the milk chocolate carry over to the original chocolate, except it's not as creamy, so it doesn't melt in your mouth as well as the milk chocolate. I mean, less milk, probably why. The flavor is still a little bit bitter and obviously stays in the same realm as the North American chocolate. I don't like this one as much. I would give the original chocolate a 6.5. Now I'm really excited about these last 5 flavors because these 5 flavors are chocolate with something inside of them. I like chocolate bars with nuts, caramel, peanut butter, etc., etc. So these should be really good. So let's go with chocolate sea salt. 5 ingredients: cane sugar, organic liqueur, butter, sea salt, and sunflower. Product of Peru. So all very similar. Color is as dark as the original chocolate one. I know some chocolates with salt, sometimes they'll top it with a little bit of salt. I don't see any salt. I don't see any salt on the inside. I like this one more than the original chocolate. Not salty, but the bitterness is gone. Chocolate sea salt, my favorite so far. I would give this a 7.5. So far, I'm very impressed with Mr. Beast Feastables. It seems like Mr. Beast took the time and effort to make a quality, solid chocolate bar. It does not seem like just some kind of cash grab where he might just stick his name on a product. Seems like he spent some time doing this. So, great job. Okay, so the next ones definitely have more of a crunch to them. Speaking of crunch, let's go with the crunch one. So this is Mr. Beast Bar Crunch Milk Chocolate with Puffed Rice. 6 ingredients in this one. So cane sugar, cocoa butter, chocolate liquor, organic milk, puffed rice, vanilla powder. Great. All those ingredients are legit. It's perfect. No chemicals, no fake coloring. You can see there's a lot of puffed rice in there, not skimping. The crunch one was actually sweeter, I found, than the other ones. Not bitter, more sweet, more sugary. I love the puffed rice in it. It reminds me of Easter, when I used to get Easter rabbits, and they would have the puffed rice inside of them. I love that consistency and that flavor. I would give the crunch one an 8 out of 10. Very good. Let's go with another crunchy one. This is Quinoa Crunch. Quinoa Crunch Chocolate. Never had a chocolate bar with quinoa in it. This actually seems like an odd combination to me. 5 ingredients. Cane sugar, liquor, cocoa butter, crispy quinoa, sunflower lecithin. This one has a bit of a chalky coloring to it. Same with the front. I'm sure that has nothing to do with the chocolate. It might just be the storage of it, the transport. Actually, speaking of the storage and transport of this, I'm in Canada. So getting Mr. Beast Feastable chocolate, not easy. I guess he doesn't have a distributor in Canada just yet. As far as I know, these are mainly sold in the US at Walmart and Target and probably grocery stores. Funny thing is, I think these are about $2, maybe $2.50, maybe $3 US in the US. In Canada, these are extremely expensive. I've seen places sell these for $10, $12 Canadian. So that's about, what, $8 or $9 American? I found these on sale for $7 Canadian each, which is way more than I'd ever pay for a small chocolate bar like this. But I wanted to try them for the video, so that's why I'm doing it. But it's amazing how expensive these are in Canada and probably around the world, except for the US. Mr. Beast needs to get some distributors around the world so we can get these more easily. Back to Quinoa Crunch Chocolate. Looks like a good amount of quinoa in here. Oh, very hard. Very crunchy. The quinoa crisps are not like puffs, not like rice puffs, and soft when you bite them. These have a crunch to it. So it's a good name. So if you like the crunchy chocolate, this will be for you. The quinoa doesn't really have much of a flavor though. It reminds me of the original chocolate. I think it was the second one I had. The bitterness is back. Not very sweet. More like a dark chocolate. Still very good, but I would say that's probably one of my least favorite. I'd give it maybe a 6.5 out of 10. Almond chocolate with almond chunks. Almond chocolate with almond chunks. I've had chocolate with almonds in it, but almond chocolate? No. So only 5 ingredients. Cane sugar, chocolate liquor, cocoa butter, roasted almond chunks, and sunflower lecithin. See the almonds? They look fairly small. Yeah, so the ingredient says roasted almond chunks. So they're not putting whole almond pieces in here, which is why it looks fairly anemic in the almond category. Not a ton of almonds. They look pretty small. Okay, now I understand why it says almond chocolate with almond chunks. So although there isn't a lot of almonds in here, that's why they call it almond chocolate, because they do an almond flavor within the chocolate itself. So you don't need the almonds to get the almond flavor. As soon as you put it in my mouth, almond flavor. And then as you chew it, you get a bit of the almond chunks. I would prefer more almonds, but if you do like almonds or almond flavor chocolate, this will definitely be the one for you, the almond chocolate. I feel like he skimped out a little bit on the almonds though in this one. Instead of almond chunks, maybe almond slices or whole almonds. Although maybe because of the thinness of the bar, you can't get a whole almond in there. So maybe almond slivers, just more almond would have been better than having the almond flavor in the chocolate. I'll give this one a 6.5 out of 10. Saving the best for last, Deez Nutz. This is milk chocolate with peanut butter. I am a huge Reese's peanut butter cup fan. This would probably be the one most people would go for, I would think. Reese's peanut butter cups, everybody loves that. 7 ingredients, so this one has the most ingredients out of all of them. So this is cane sugar, cocoa butter, chocolate liquor, organic milk, peanuts, salt, and vanilla powder. Again, across all 7 flavors, ingredients have been very clean, organic ingredients, grass-fed milk, no issues at all with the ingredients. Let's hope this has a lot of peanut butter in it. You probably can't see that on camera. There is a very, very slight, thin, different color in there. So you don't see the peanut butter necessarily, but let's see if we taste it. Okay, this Deez Nutz, milk chocolate with peanut butter, very unusual flavor. I would not say it was peanut butter. It wasn't a bad flavor, but I don't immediately recognize it as peanut butter with chocolate. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I'm definitely let down by Deez Nutz. So overall, this chocolate was quite good. I'm impressed by the quality, and I would definitely recommend, if you are a chocolate lover, chocolate fan, definitely give these a try if you can find them in your area at a reasonable price. Do not do what I did, which is pay $8 or more for these chocolate bars. If you can get them for $2, $3, go ahead and give them a try, but don't pay more than that. I mean, the variety of chocolate in the world is vast, including some amazing chocolate from Mexico, and my personal favorite, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I'll see you on the next one.